And we're back.
Hi guys. It's a day later.
Yeah.
Uh,
But we're here to talk about organized crime. Let me
yes.
find them. And
And
I
this,
rewatched this one a couple times just because there was so much time.
yeah, it was a lot. It was good. So
Yeah, this one might be. There's one other one this season. I think it was pretty solid, but this one might be right underneath it. I can't remember when it said it was now,
yeah,
this one is. I think my band said The Last Supper might have been like the best of this season, but this one comes pretty close.
yeah. So this one is called Beyond the Sea.
It picks up right where we left off last week.
Like right where we left off. And if you don't remember what happened last time, Stabler was looking for Rita Lack.
Last few, I can't also have a CH list, so I can't help you with that. But sorry. Last
Anyway, he's looking for her, and unfortunately, he found her.
not a lot.
Not a lot. Um, and then we find out that we're dealing with a serial killer.
Yeah. Who has nine victims.
Yeah, like last time they literally said, oh, they found three
Yeah,
more.
didn't.
Oh, turned out to be nine.
You're like,
Holy
oh.
crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Elliot had to go tell Rita's
Friend
friend
Heidi.
Heidi, and oof.
It's really sad. For
It's bad.
once,
Yeah, like he's just like he literally doesn't even say anything. He just looks at her and
she
shakes his
hugged him, and that's kind of it. That's
and
it.
then yeah, and she's crying in his arms, and I'm like, damn, this
Like,
is
it's pretty
great.
sad. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
then we get a scene of Elliot building a fire on a beach.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we see him taking off his cross, and he opens up a book, puts his
Yeah.
cross in the book.
Yeah. The book is the Count of Monte Cristo,
Yeah,
the
the
same
kind
book
of,
that he gave to Rita to learn English. Yeah.
yeah, same one he gave to Rita, and then he put it in the fire.
In the fire. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Um,
and I think that's when they hit the intro, kind of the intro song. Yeah. Oh, I said for
yeah.
once, I really don't feel bad for Elliot. We never have any sympathy for Elliot. Too bad. But this time we actually feel kind of
And
bad.
we
Like I
do,
feel
we do.
kind of sad. It's pretty tragic, for what
Yeah, he is literally like
we'll put our
alive.
bullying of Elliot Stapler at a truce for once for today. Well, and next
Yes,
time too, but we'll be at a truce for today.
we'll get to that.
We'll get to
Um,
well, we're still on a truce next time. But anyway, so the next part is Elliot's having a nightmare.
wait, hold on.
Oh
No,
no, we skipped a part. Sorry.
get your part. So the chief uh of the
Yeah, Chief
police
Bonner.
department, this little town or whatever,
Yeah.
gets a text that says, I can't stop. Oh wait, she hears a buzzing from a
Hmm.
phone in an
Yeah, and
evidence
she
bag.
takes the phone out of the evidence. Well, it's not in the evidence, it's in her office still, in the filing cabinet.
And it says, I can't stop. Can you stop me? And it's like,
It's like, ooh, a serial
oh,
killer knows.
great. Um, then Elliot, brings the necklace and the book. And then then we're in his hotel room and we get, because for some reason he's still in the hotel room.
I'm like, well,
Um,
I guess he can't go home. He's undercover. Oh my, he's not really under. It's complicated. He's
he was
not undercover, but
not undercover, but
can't really go home because kind of undercover, not
he's breaking his
authorized
suspension.
undercover,
Yeah,
not
exactly. He's
authorized.
breaking his suspension. So if he goes home, okay. Yeah, and he's having nightmares about Olivia.
Yeah, it's the scene from it's just the car accident scene is that good from like when she did the car accident, she floating thing. It was that part, and then it's the part with Kathy. I think it might
Olivia,
have been
President Kathy,
there's the kid that got killed, his CI that got killed,
and
and then
Ayana
there
getting
was
caught.
and
And
then it
it's
was
like,
Ayana.
Jesus, can we give everybody a damn break?
Exactly, but he says Kathy out. He's
Yeah.
talking in his sleep, and he says Kathy, and I was like,
Hmm. All
well,
right. then the next scene is literally just him walking down the street. He's on the phone with Jet, and Reyes is, listening too. They're talking about the case, and they're like, "Have you found any more victims?" And he's like, "Nope, just still 9." And Jet is just like, um, and he keeps reiterating the fact that the victims are early to mid-20s.
Mm-hmm.
Um, great. That is unsettling.
You're like, ooh.
And then, they're talking, and then Jet is all of a
They're on
sudden
the phone. Yeah, they're talking
is,
on the phone with Elliot.
and then she's like, "Is now a good time to give you a friendly reminder about your IAB meeting?" And
No,
Elliot
apparently, just hangs
hangs
up.
up.
He's like, nope. Like,
And then back in the bureau, Jet's like, "Stabler?" And she like turns her phone so Reyes sees it to show like this bitch just hung up on me.
like he just hung up.
You
I was
don't
like,
hang
he didn't.
up on Jet.
I was like,
Knock it
rude.
off. Rude.
Exactly. Rude. She was
Rude.
trying to help you because the more you
Yeah.
avoid IAB, the more mad they're gonna
The worse it will get for you. So yeah, he's avoiding
can't run
IAB.
for long. They can't
Um,
can't hide forever. Because mind you, IAB is
yeah,
pretty
so
pissed
then
off at this point. It
yeah,
just keeps getting worse.
the Chief Bonner gets a visit from her dad,
Hmm.
who we find out is very, very high up
He's
in
the judge. He's
the
a judge.
he's well, we didn't get that far yet.
Sorry.
And
Moving on, he's a big deal.
he's basically just asking her to keep the town safe during this investigation.
You're like, what does that
Great.
mean?
No. Um, Elliot then goes to talk to Christine, the other girl that was found in
Yeah,
the place, the bunker, and she talks about how she was at this beach party, the Westbrook beach party,
yeah, the
and
party.
she thought she was only going there to serve drinks until she found out, what kind of party it actually was.
Yeah, you can choose cocktail stories. You
And
know, party those guys.
yeah, and so, she left. Oh, and no, she met somebody, who also seemed out of place there too.
Yeah. And we'll get back to that part later. He's kind of important, but
Yeah, she talked to him, she left. She found a phone, the phone that Elliot found,
Mhm.
slipped in her pocket. And
It's a weird thing not to notice, but whatever I did.
yeah, she picked it up and she like, listened to it. And it turns out that the guy at the party, he got her the phone, talked to her, and said he would keep me safe.
Mhm. Oh
Um,
Lord.
Hey, creepy. No,
Yeah.
don't take phones from random strangers.
Yeah. Safety things you shouldn't do. Take
Yeah.
something dangerous.
All right. Then we go back to the bureau.
If you're right, I don't know why brain keeps saying precinct, but that's not
Like,
correct.
because in SVU it's a precinct and organized crime it's a bureau. I don't know what the difference is, but
Whatever.
and so yeah, there's that. And then we see Reyes looking at this giant like video screen and looking at
Yeah.
all of the information they have and all the girls and everything about Rita.
Mhm.
And Jet walks over and sees it and she's like, "Bobby?" Like she's concerned.
Yeah, because he's pretty. They're all
And
pretty. He's pretty. And then he
yeah,
says, "I
he
used to
said,
be able to put this kind of thing in the box, but this I can't, Jake." Like,
it's like,
it's not good for her. No one's doing well in this. No one's well.
no one is well. Okay. We're all dealing with shit. They're all dealing with shit. Okay.
Literally everyone is not. No one's doing well. No one is well.
No one is okay. Um, then they have the Captain Shaw who's leading them for the time being comes
Yeah.
up.
I gotta know we'll be back next time though. Woo.
Yay! We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. we'll get to that. And so she sees, Reyes and Jet looking at this stuff, and she's like, why do you
They
got
thought they were, they thought they were in
information?
trouble. They were like,
And then Jet is like, I hacked into the medical examiner's database and I
yeah,
probably should have.
they thought they were in trouble.
First
They were
off, um,
like,
the fact that you have a cop that can hack into the databases of other parts of the department,
well,
keep her on your good side.
yeah, it may not go well for you if she's not under it.
But also the fact that she outwitted that, like she quite literally just
She,
admitted it out loud.
yeah, I guess she didn't want to get in trouble because, it wouldn't be bad if you had
Yeah.
lied about it. It would have been worse.
And
So
then
we just,
Shaw is like, no, it's not our case. But then Jet goes, yes, it is. It's like, ooh, oh, we get it. We get in testy here.
yeah, so,
Um,
ooh,
and Reyes is just like, Jet, and Jet isn't hearing it. And she goes on, and oh my God, I need Jet standing up to authority more after this because it was so good. She says, no, it is. 2 years ago, Sailor saved Rita Loxu, and now she, along with 8 other women, are sitting in a shallow grave.
yeah, like,
And
so, ooh.
even Danielle was
Yeah,
like,
he was doing, she wasn't in the
in her
episode, but she
speech,
was tweeting, she was, you know.
she wrote, "Sailor Jet." Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, don't get her angry. Don't get Jet angry. You're gonna get a
She will
mouthful.
tell you off. She
She
will
will tell
tell
you
you off that you're wrong.
yes. And and then Shaw takes it in and is like, "You're right.
Like, okay.
You're right. Okay, we'll help."
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, they
Uh,
thought they were going to be in trouble, but then they weren't. They're like,
yeah. Um,
trampoline.
yeah. Then, uh, they have
Elliot
Elliot.
and G Bonner were talking again.
Yeah, and she
This was
wants.
the behind the scenes clip that they had posted earlier.
Yeah, she wants his like intel into it.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's a profiler now. I don't freaking
Yeah.
know.
Whatever.
Whatever. And he
Maybe.
talks about how this is a serial killer that hunts his prey.
Yeah, basically, that was kind of long. And
And that's
yeah,
literally all we got. It was a lot.
he's like, this guy hunts the stages, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, get your,
And then
whatever.
he goes down to the morgue and the doctor's like, we found something on this latest victim, and she pulls back the cover and we see it's Rita, and we can see Elliot looking at her like,
He's pretty, he's shaken up for once in his
yeah.
life.
And then
That's been a lot, but we told you we call it momentary truce.
hmm, um he sees this little
Mm-hmm.
symbol on
Mm-hmm.
which is called an
Ictus.
icket or something,
Ictus. Okay.
and it is a Christian symbol,
Mm-hmm.
what people call the Jesus fish.
Yeah. People have been calling it incorrectly for a long time, but it is called an ictus.
It was on tombs, but also like a person would draw half in the sand with their foot, and if the person they were talking to drew the other half, they knew they were Christian.
Yeah. That's
And
from my good old theology degree, I had to put that in there.
my dad has like a one of like a keychain of like a wooden one that's
Yeah,
shaped
they're
like
very
it.
popular in Christians.
So
The early church used it a lot.
it's supposed to be a good symbol, right? Yes.
Yes.
Symbol,
Yes.
yes. So it is a good symbol. Unfortunately, it is being used to mark the prey of a serial killer.
Yeah. And it kind of is important, but we'll get to why this all ties together.
And so
So
Elliot is like, so now we know this guy is a true believer.
mm-hmm.
Um, then we go back to the bureau, and Jet and Reyes are looking into the videos from the beach party, and they're
Mm-hmm.
using Vargas's magic box, as
Yeah.
Jet
We
calls
we
it.
didn't get to see.
Yeah, he wasn't in this episode.
No.
Um, And thanks to the tool, they have identified most of the people in the video.
Mhm.
Um, then yeah, including,
Literally every, literally all
literally anybody that's connected to Bonner. Literally everybody's there.
is at this party, and they're like,
And so Elliot is like goes to talk to her, and he's like suspicious of her hiding something. He's like, "What are we doing?"
exactly. And then she says she's gonna go have dinner with her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, that's currently not a bad thing at the moment.
at the moment, until they're talking about the case.
Yeah, because he's asking some weird questions.
And, the chief actually cares
Hmm.
because
Like she
she's
wants to
like,
figure this out and get justice, but
yeah, like these are like she wants justice for these young women, but she's like worried that,
it's
unfortunately
not going.
it might not
Hmm.
because, her dad's doing shit.
Yeah,
Um,
and they're rich and powerful, and it's just like, well,
so then we have Heidi goes to talk to Elliot again, and
hmm
she's not doing okay. Like
hmm
she breaks down. She says she's
it
scared
just gives something.
and that she's worried. She has a terrible feeling that no one cares.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
you never really.
and then she's like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And Elliot's like, I know someone,
Yeah,
but
ooh, we'll get to that in a second.
we'll get to that in a minute. Before that, he goes to talk to the news reporter dude from last episode, who I said he
Hmm.
was a cop, and because I thought he was a cop, and I was wrong. He's actually a news reporter.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Bonner unfortunately doesn't think the girls will get justice. We find out that from the news reporter that her father is a former police chief, which is how
Yeah,
she got the job.
yeah,
It's
and he's moved
literally
up there.
like the guy mentions like the line of Bonners in this town goes
It goes back a
back
long
a
time.
long time. Um, we find out that for whatever reason, her dad is interested in serial killers.
I'm saying some weird stuff about serial killers, and you're like,
Great, you're a freaking cop.
I mean, because you don't talk too much about serial killers, and they have to talk to ID, make sure that you're
So we also find out that, she has a brother named Eric and that he has been to the beach parties.
yeah,
The dad's name is Clayton, and we find out he is the guy calls him the Honorable Judge Bonner, but he's corrupt.
yeah,
Paybacks,
yeah,
bribes,
yeah, not
bias,
good.
all that.
Yeah, these people doing whatever in this town. You got money,
Yeah.
whatever they doing, whatever they want.
So basically, what you need to know is this family runs this town.
Yeah,
The guy was like, this
they
family,
won't want you to forget
yeah.
it, and
He's
they
like,
don't want you to forget it.
there's two different Westbrooks, the Bonners and the one that the rest of us live in.
Yep.
It's like, damn. Okay. So there's that. And then we get to
Yeah.
like literally the best part of this episode,
It's
in my
just,
opinion, honestly.
of course it
Um,
is. Yeah. Of
the best stuff.
course
Um,
it is. I have
what?
to tease you sometimes.
You said it was good too. Don't
I
just say
did. I
me.
mean, I did. I have to tease you sometimes.
I'm biased. We all know this, but it was
Exactly. That's what I was
actually
asking
like,
with you about.
legit good. Um, so the person that, Elliot said that to Heidi would,
He calls upon.
calls
Well,
upon is Jet. So
no.
the in the summary it mentioned that like Jet took a witness under her wing and
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
Heidi.
Yep.
So, she goes to Jet's apartment and Jet's like, "Oh, hi, yes, they said you were coming."
Yeah.
Walks out the
Yeah.
door. And then we get
Walks.
this little moment of the two smiling at each other.
Yeah. That's cool.
And literally immediately after, everyone was like,
They were like,
hold up,
close.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
It's the only
Because
way.
I mean, this
That's
is
funny.
headcanon since season
Correct. It's just the
three,
dates.
2 or 3.
I don't remember.
That
It seems like organized cars went on forever, but it really hasn't. It seems like it.
has been, but since season 2 or 3, our headcanon has been that Jet is bisexual.
Yep.
Mainly because, Ainsley's bisexual.
Yeah.
And that, kind of went along into that. But also then we got this of Jet smiling at a pretty woman.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh, and the woman smiling back at her.
Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Jed says, I
Oh,
hope you
yeah.
like takeout and video games. Like, that's a solid plan.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Somebody, I gotta find the thing because somebody
One more time, crunch. And well, I'm gonna keep talking until you find it because we're at it. So like they're talking and such, and then it's
I found it. I found it. I
okay.
gotta, pause it because unfortunately,
You can't show you the video because of this. Well, you can't even see it unless you're on Unless
it's really blurry, but
yeah.
little smiles.
Hmm.
Stop it.
Yeah. So then the
Um,
next thing is there. It's
oh, and
Clayton.
she's like, I hope you like takeout and
Yeah.
video games.
Yeah. No, that's all we got here.
And then
Solid,
then there's yep,
solid
cool.
plan right there. So then the
Um,
next scene is Clayton and Eric at the hunting cabin they have, and the dad is like Clayton is like, it's
why
not
are you
hunting
here?
season,
It's
so
not
why are you here?
fun.
And then they kind of have this
And
conversation about
then the dad
how
is like,
he asked him, I
you,
was like, have you been to the parties?
he's like, I went once and I didn't like it.
He's like, basically, he was like, he had a drink, and that was it. And it
Yeah,
wasn't
and then
fun.
he said, I'll see you at church, Dad. It's like, Jesus.
Because he's kind of
Now we
like, because at first he
now we
said
deal
something like, I'll see, I was like, just wait until Sunday, and then they have a conversation anyway. And he's like, I'll just see.
now we're dealing with corrupt, bad religious people.
Yep. Sorry.
And then we go back to Jet's apartment, and Heidi is eating some food off her plate. And she's like, who needs takeout? You're a great cook. And Jet goes, and you're a bad liar.
Like,
But the funny thing is, we've in our writing, we've went back and
we
forth
have
of
done
whether or not Jet could
about, we change our minds frequently on teachers.
each change their minds frequently. And now here's my thing. I don't think she can,
She
cook,
makes, no,
really
makes the
cook,
basics, makes the
but
basics.
she can make basics to provide for herself, and now
Yeah,
she has
the basics.
for somebody else.
Yeah. And then just says, you'd be
And then,
surprised by
oh
my
no, and then
energy for
because
um,
Heidi makes a comment about all the cool stuff in her
yeah,
apartment.
it's a great part.
But then makes a comment about something else, and Jet's like, you'd be surprised by my affinity for the weird. It was like that is
Summed up Jet in one sentence.
summed up Jet in one sentence.
Perfect.
If affinity for the
Yeah.
weird, yes. And then she sees Heidi sees was it
And flowers that are very dead.
dead flowers in the corner, and she's like, stylistic choice. And Jet could have very well just been like, oh, it's nothing, and moved on. Nope. She says, oh, I keep meaning to throw those out. A coworker gave them to me.
And I'm like,
Huh?
I'm like,
And he goes on to say, boyfriend? And then she says, well, it's complicated.
hmm,
Holy shit.
like, what is happening?
Now, here's the thing. They didn't make it clear of who gave her those flowers.
We just know they've been there a while enough,
We
long
know
enough to.
they've been there for a while and that they came from a coworker. So they could have been from Jamie or they could have been from Reyes. We don't know. Either
Yeah,
way,
she decided to keep
holy
them.
shit, one of them gave her flowers.
Yeah, and she decided to keep them
And she kept them, even when they're dead.
for a long time. They're real dead,
My
crispy,
God.
like crispy.
Mhm. And then we get this really cool conversation of And I will say, Jet did take time to figure out how to word this question because it's a difficult
Yeah,
question to ask.
yeah, but it was done in a very
It was very good. She's like, if you don't mind me asking, how did you get started in regards to Heidi being
an escort. We'll use that word. Escort. Yeah.
and Heidi was like, well,
Kind of talks about it. Then she was like, "I'm gonna quit." Cause she's
I'm
like,
curious. I was curious and
mm,
had Rita and could control my own pain, etc. But now
yeah,
that she's
I'm gonna
gone,
quit. We did.
quit. I got nothing.
Yeah. And she get then like that kind of happens. Then Jack gets a phone call from
And Shaw's like, do
where
you
it's
know
your stabler is.
Stabler is? She's like, I don't know. I'm not his mother.
And
Thank
she's
God.
exactly under her bed. She's like, "Thank God." And it's so funny. Like I
There you
didn't
go.
catch that till the second time I watched it. I was like,
Oh, I gotta look it for it
you
now.
gotta watch it. Her
Yeah.
attitude about it is really funny. She's like, "Thank God." It's really funny. Like go watch
In
it.
other words, I'm sick and tired of having to keep
I
tabs on
can't
Stabler.
tolerate
It's
chase
not
this
my
man around.
responsibility.
If he won't show up for IB, that's their job.
I love how everybody's man automatically equated Jet to being the one who keeps tags on it. It's like, why is this my
I
responsibility?
guess because she could find out if she really wanted to know. She could find,
Yeah.
and they
But she's
know that.
also like, I'm freaking tired of this.
I can't chase him
Not my
down.
job.
I don't chase him down either.
And she's like, okay, I need you to go get him. She's like, fine. She hangs up and she's getting her jacket on. And he's like, everything okay? And she's like, I guess I'm Stabler's personal chauffeur.
And she's like, okay,
She's like, make yourself comfortable and keep the door locked
very seriously, and keep the door locked.
and leaves. And I will say, Jet's apartment is like, absolutely like unique. Like there's patterned walls. It's very spacious. It's bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, we only got like one wall at one point, and then earlier on at the beginning of the season, and then they did more of the space this time.
Yeah.
So then the next part is Elliot and Bonner are talking again.
And then the judge immediately comes in and shuts it down.
He's like, IB is looking for you. And he's
He's like, hello, honorable Clayton. If it isn't, he's like, if it isn't the honorable Clayton Bonner, it's like,
like, they're like, IB is to Colin looking for you. You gotta
yeah, literally go home.
go home.
And now he can't avoid it.
No.
So he goes home and
Yeah, he goes, I
he's
used to go talk to the
he's
IB.
he's
He's
done. Smith. He's literally like the IAV dude
very,
looking into his
very much attitude.
talking about like his, you know, long list of issues of excessive force, violating the suspect's rights, withholding evidence from superiors, intimidating witnesses. Um, he does have a close,
Hiding stuff from, we said that one. He just,
high close record
because he said something about like,
of
what
a
we call this a pattern of behavior.
behavior, and it's like, kind of reminds me, like it looks like what your dad did. And then Elliot goes,
This is not like that. He gets really
literally
pissed off.
arms crossed. He's like, well,
You haven't
what are you talking about? Me or my old man? And it's like,
the attitude. Everyone
oh,
like,
ugh.
well,
Yeah, so needless to say, that doesn't go.
IB. Yeah, the only thing they liked was that he had a very hot closed case record. It's true.
Everything else is a
It's
problem.
just very unethically. They're like, you almost killed the child. You slammed the child. Well,
Yeah.
the rest of that, not cool. But you do have a closed case record, and
So
that's all.
then we go back and we see that Heidi has left Jet's apartment
Which was
and she has flowers in her hands. She's going in and she's literally, as she's about to close the door, she gets hit from behind the head. A guy walks in and, come here.
Yep, and he takes her.
Then we get home. Jet gets home. She sees her door open. She calls out for Heidi. She's not
To
sees
pull
the
that.
flowers on the ground, pulls out her gun, is looking around, and then has to
Had to call.
contact people. And um then Elliot and Bonner are talking again, and Elliot thinks they can talk to this guy and meet on his terms. And Bonner's like, "Are you going to call a serial killer?" And he's like, "Do you have any better ideas?"
Look, I guess not. I guess we don't. But
And so we get the phone call, and the guy using the dark blurry voice like he did last time, but we can tell from the
visually, that
is
is.
and the silhouette that it's Eric.
Yeah. I don't. Okay, I gotta subscribe to people on the internet because it's right there.
Yeah, it's
People are.
literally
I don't know who it
obvious.
is, bro. Were you not paying attention?
It's
Were you,
freaking obvious.
were you only watching for Elliot? Obviously, you were because they had everything laid out right for it.
Yeah, so it's the brother.
Yep.
Um,
Don't forget,
then
y'all. Take hold on to that for later because it is important.
yeah, we'll get to that. So then we go to back to Jet's apartment and we see, CSU. And then we see Reyes walk in and he immediately goes right over her and he's to
He's like, "Are
her,
you okay?"
"Are you okay?" He's like, "Luckily the bastard," she's like, "Luckily the bastard wasn't here when I got home or I would have shot him." Ooh, she's angry, but also badass.
But then,
And then they're checking on each other and basically are like, don't
we're going.
compartmentalize.
We're no,
Um, yeah. So then, you know, Elliot and Bonner have
they go
to,
to the house again. They go to the beach break house.
yes, to, figure something out.
Yeah,
And Elliot's like, "I'm gonna head around back." And the woman is like, "No, don't strain yourself."
it's
And she
very
literally
short.
opens the door.
She did the rock. It's like the obvious key under the rock kind of
Yeah.
situation. And she's just like, "Yep, we can go in now."
And then
And
he
then
goes and somebody
they're calling for the guy.
and he's
So
basically like, "Come out before I put a bullet in your sorry ass." It's
she's she's looking for Kale.
great. Yeah. And then we find him on his like glass opening, dead,
Yeah, he's
bled.
like they look up and it's like a glass floor, so they see his body, and then there's like a splatter,
Yeah.
and then the weapon is also, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah. So then they're like trying to figure out like, does this guy have any other location, any other like, assets? We find out he has party boots,
hmm."
of course. So the squad is there and they all split up to go look for Heidi. But of course, I'm like, why are we all splitting up?
Actually, when have we learned this is a bad idea?
And they're all,
Honestly, so
Jet is like
we are
yelling.
vested up this
They're
time. We do have
all,
our vest on.
yeah, thank
They
God,
said,
vest on this time. They're all yelling out Heidi's name. Um, Elliot goes on a boat and he's looking around and he's clanking from a boat.
"Yeah,
And he finds like this tarp and he pulls it off and he finds this door and he opens it and she's there
yeah,
and
wait,
she's tied up
no,
and blindfolded,
no,
scared for her life, but she's alive. Thank God.
no one else died today."
And they have the point where they're putting her in the ambulance and Jet's looking at her and it's like, holy shit, this woman's torn. Like she feels guilty because Heidi was under her watch. But like and Jet, is trying to joke around and she's like, "I told you flowers were nothing but trouble." And you see Elliot like, hmm? And
Yeah, but this time
'cause
out, but
then she's like, "Oh, Jet had been so nice to me and her flowers were dead." And Elliot's like, "What?" But Jet literally is just like, eyes focused on Heidi, nothing else. Like, this girl had literally known her for like
a day,
not even a
not even a
day.
whole, not even
And
a
she
whole day.
wanted to go get
That's
her
actually
new flowers. Like,
it was real sweet. And then they
I,
just were
and
like,
then
no,
the next thing I wrote on our little note thing was, can we let Jet keep a friend, please?
exactly.
Anything,
Yeah,
anything.
exactly.
I forget, one of my friends put on Twitter, and she's like, what I learned from this episode is that we need to let Jet talk to young women more.
Exactly. My friends are
Exactly.
where
Give somebody, let Jet talk to somebody around her age and not deal with all of her coworkers all the time. So yeah, Heidi's safe. Well, then we go back to the precinct bureau, and we see
oh,
Reyes packing his desk. And it's like, what?
what do you
And Jet walks in, and she's like, what are you doing? Where are you going?
mean?
And he says he's taking a leave of absence. And Jet immediately goes, is this because of us? Hold on, they're still in us?
Exactly. We were like, what do you
That's
mean?
what?
We were like,
And he's like, no, it's because of me. And he goes on to say that Tammy and I haven't been good for a while. And he goes on to say, and this helps a little bit,
yeah,
but a little, but that the issues were happening before Jamie died.
yeah, they haven't been. It is kind
So
of
it's
that was
not,
the combination of the problem occurred.
yeah.
That
So
kind
it's not like, the problem started after he died and then they had the
of
thing. The issues were there before.
yeah.
So
And then we've never seen. They had that one picture that they didn't even put in the episode of his family. Never
they
talked
took out his fucking kids, and now we don't even know if we're ever gonna see them.
probably because they don't seem to care.
Probably not, because
Everybody in the show gets sadly divorced.
yeah, literally
The
everyone in the
second
show.
person,
Oh my god, this is literally the
second,
third freaking person in OC who's been
the
divorced.
third. Yeah, you're right. Jen is divorced. Ayana
Beth
divorced.
got
You're right.
divorced when she got married in
Ayana,
her 20s. Ayana's divorced. Reyes got divorced.
I mean, they
Holy
could do a
crap.
redemption arc where he fixes his relationship. We could only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But
we
also,
can hope.
can you think of something else to do? You
Exactly.
don't
That's
need to
pretty.
have
We don't have to tear
of
it.
your
Come on.
all of your detectives
We
sad
don't need
and
to destroy.
forced.
Exactly. We can't do this again.
Why? Why is that literally the first go-to? Divorce.
Exactly. We can't go to therapy.
Yeah. And then yeah, speaking of therapy, Jet goes on, she's like, is therapy not helping? And he's like, it is, but being here isn't. And then he goes on to say, I signed the divorce papers this morning. And it's like, literally, it was like, felt my heart drop. I was like,
We
oh
can't go
God,
through this again. No,
stone.
I mean, I know we saw it. That's like a little less connected. First,
And
like,
he's like, it's been unofficial for months, but now it's real. My kids don't get it.
obviously,
Right.
that was weird because he's been wearing his wedding up until like this episode. So that seems
His kids
weird.
don't get it. I swear to God, you better not give him an estranged relationship with his kids.
Exactly.
Like, you know who? Or I'm going to
Exactly.
punch something.
He'd listen a minute, but
And he's like, I'm going to put myself together while I'm at it. And then you can see Jet
like,
trying to figure out. And she's
what's
like, I'm not good at the emotional heart to heart stuff, but I can ask what I can do to help. And he's like, I could use a friend when I get back. And Jet says, I'll be here. And he leaves. And Jet sits on his desk. And she's sad. And I'm like, oh my God, everybody stop fucking leaving her.
like, can we stop that?
Stop.
We stop. We haven't making this a tragedy every single episode.
But
The Zoom is
also,
about to explode. That's why I'm not trying to get too serious.
on this after, but a lot of people recently, and we've been doing this since season 1, headcanon Jet is autistic.
Yeah.
And a lot of something along the lines.
Hi, we're back again.
Hello. Zoom rudely interrupted us, and Terryn also had to go. So I guess.
Yes, all right. So now we can just finish, and now we have all the time in the world to finish because
Yeah.
it's still It's like a couple minutes of the episode, but there's a lot to like unpack.
Yes. So what I was saying before I rudely got interrupted was in regards to the line that Jet says, I'm not good at the emotional heart to heart stuff, but I can ask can I do to help. So we've been headcanon this since season one, and a lot of people are like, outly saying that they headcanon it too. That it pretty much at this point they should make it canon.
I just need to say it now.
They just need they literally just need to say it. That the headcanon is that Jet is autistic. And the reason we say that is aside a trait that most, not all, but most, or a good chunk of autistic people have is trouble communicating in regards to heart to hearts and deep emotional feelings.
Yep.
Jet definitely has those issues. The constant, I'm fine.
Exactly. Like,
You're not, you just don't know how to say how you're feeling. And the interesting thing is, back in, I think it was like season one or two, um, when Ainsley first started doing like, interviews, that I can't find, I don't remember where it is, but there was an interview where somebody asked about, if they were doing it on purpose of like Jet's neurodivergent quirks and traits. And, so the fact that people have been asking this since back then, and Ainsley's like, I mean, I'm like, Ainsley was like, is glad that neurodivergent community, like, feels represented in
like
Jet.
we
They
all
don't know
feel
if
like
they were
he
like
is.
doing it specifically, but like, their own quirks that could be, considered neurodivergent are also kind of sometimes translating into Jet. But the thing is, and it's not just the not able to have figure out how to do heart to hearts. It's
There's many of
the
like this those sensory
um
issues with the she wears her headphones a lot when they're out. Um the very much lack of eye contact with most people. Because as a person who is neurodivergent, I do not make eye contact with most people. I don't know why Callie's camera is frozen, but it is. Hello. It the Zoom was not supposed to explode yet, so I don't know why it's frozen. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Oh, back to I don't really know what happened.
I'm
The
back.
sound.
I got kicked out, but I'm back.
Oh, I was talking about the lack. Jill also has a very lack of eye contact with most people.
Yes, that's what I was going to mention.
Yeah, because as someone who is neurodivergent, I do not make eye contact most of the time. But unfortunately, we are taught as
Because
social creatures that you should make eye contact with people. It is very difficult
literally
at most times to do such. It makes me more stressed to look at people in the eyes to look around them. But internet needs to be better than this. Everything needs to be better than this. I don't know why Cal's internet is not working because we literally are trying to finish. And then it decided to not work anymore. Don't know why that keeps happening. I just don't feel
internet. Anyway, yeah, you
you
were saying eye contact, and that is right. Jet doesn't usually keep eye contact with people, like, unless she like really trusts them. Like she'll keep it with Ayana and Reyes. Uh don't. It depends on how the conversation is going with Stabler, or like where he is. Like if he's, like behind her when she's at her computer, her eyes are on her computer. Or she'll like turn her head a little bit, but like it's not fully clear. Like if her like it's more easier to tell if her eyes are directly looking at somebody than not, and 9 times out of 10, it's iffy.
Yeah.
But that's not really the thing. And what I was saying before I got cut off again was that, yeah, if, you know, some of Ainsley's, traits that could possibly be considered neurodivergent, like they weren't like necessarily doing it on purpose, but it's literally like that's just how they built the character. And
Yeah. Which is better representation than most things. Because most of the time, a lot of time you get, because of course neurodivergence exists on the spectrum. Most of the time you either get like the further end of the spectrum or someone who is more in the middle or like has less support needs and then they're done pretty awfully.
or over the
Or
top and just bad.
either yeah, or they're kind of a jerk or like completely unemotional, and that's not really how neurodivergence works. So I think Jet is a better representation of neurodivergence than most characters
And
are in
I,
TV
I
shows.
I like that you brought up the like the emotion not emotional person, because when everybody first started watching the show, that's what a lot of people thought of Jet. And then, you know, the past 2 seasons we've seen her get vulnerable and get emotional. It's just harder for her. So, all you have to do is just say it. Say
Better
it.
represented.
You're Ainsley's literally already doing it whether they mean to or not.
Yeah, it's done really well.
Like, none of us would be headcaning it if we didn't see it.
Exactly.
And literally, there's literally memes going all over the place
Yeah.
of
They're really good beats.
literally Jet being autistic. Like, it's kind of a given like, at least for us when we were,
Exactly.
it's kind of a given at this point.
Yeah.
We won't be told otherwise.
You know,
Like, we
I
won't be
was
told
like, it's
otherwise.
always, there's a joke in the neurodivergent community is like you can sense out other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You
yeah,
just know. Okay.
it's like
So
autistic senses autistic, which is why everybody was like, yeah,
you're like,
Jet,
I see it.
Jet is one.
Yeah,
Jet is
because it's me. Yep. I don't know if you get more to
one.
say about that.
I don't think so.
We were at
Um,
the last scene. Well,
trouble with
close to
relationship,
what next to
eye
it.
contact, wide
There's a
variety of
whole, there's a
interests,
lot
and
of things. We'll have to do a more in-depth
yeah,
conversation the next time we want to talk, or one more random joke. We may do more later.
not sitting in anything, not sitting in a chair, but
Yeah. Does not know how to sit in jail. I sure do not know.
literally
I
did it
picked a different.
once
I'm
this
not in
episode.
the same study room I normally am in. This one has a regular chair. It's kind of
Jet sat in a chair this episode, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, yay! They know how to sit."
like I don't.
I thought it was
This table is the regular table is driving against the wall. I'd rather.
even when
I
they're
don't
in
like the.
they're like, chair at the helm, literally leg up on
Yeah,
so
that's
normal,
how it is.
so normal today. But we appreciate that. Okay.
The other room I usually report in has a couch, so I can put my legs. This one just has a table, and I didn't want to go in there because there's lots of dead ladybugs. So, what?
All right. So
Anyway, there's like 2 scenes left. We were literally at
we
the
get after we leave Sad Jet in a beautiful gold dish top. Okay. Why is everybody gotta be sad? Knock it off. We get Chief Bonner and Elliot talking, and she's basically like, no, I'm like, I'm in. Like, I'm in this case. I'm going to help you.
oh,
Um, I think that's what the scene was. I
Mhm.
literally don't.
I don't remember what the conversation about, but it was something like that. It was more than a lot.
And then we get the last scene,
Like they're gonna find a serial
um,
killer.
the final scene, and then oh, crappy. Oh crap. We see the son, Eric, and he's got a lot of knives.
You know,
Because he has a job restoring monuments
it's
in the
skull.
city.
Yeah, he restores it.
Lots of
And
knives
in
to
particular, I think I wrote this wrong when I went back to go watch it. He's particularly doing one of Mary in the city, Mother Mary, which is an interesting thing. Is stuff she's restoring as Mother Mary.
No, good. Okay,
And
yeah,
you can
there's
because
that.
he's like, I got a good
Also,
job. And then
knives.
he
A
says,
good thing to you carve a little fish into somebody.
yeah.
And then they have the dad walk in,
He's like,
asking him questions. And then, Eric is like, okay, I'll see you later. And the dad is like, I think you
you
know what
should
you should
so you should thank
say, thanks. And then Eric says it, and then it's like, shit. The dad knows
he covered it up.
something's
Something
something's
so
up. The dad knows that the son is up to something, and he's covering it up.
that the cabin, they, it's all tied together.
When they find this out, Elliot's gonna fucking kill this dude.
Yeah, which is what we're about to get to.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Okay, what do we give the
That
episode?
part, you're doing pretty
What
good
do we
here.
give?
So next time is called
Wait, what do we
Original
give
Sin.
the episode?
I like this one.
Yeah, I give it a 4.5.
Yeah,
It gets the half because of all the Jet and Heidi stuff. Now, please, God, let continue. Jet
yeah,
needs
we'll
a
give Jeff some friends,
friend.
please. We're begging. Give her
Please,
some friends, please.
please.
Yeah, it's actually isn't a request. It's gonna be passive aggressive, being like it isn't necessary.
We're tired of just giving her friends in our writing.
And that's
Can
what
she
we need to make more. Well, we
canonically,
need other
please?
characters.
I mean, we're
Yeah,
going to probably have Heidi meet the other characters now, but like, come on, please, please.
begging.
Okay, yeah, next
So,
time.
it's called What Did We Got for Next 14? It's called Original Sin.
And
Let me read the description before we say what we saw because I was like, oh dear.
oh, I was just gonna say Belle's back. Yay!
Yeah, Bella's back.
Danielle's back.
The trailer is rather graphic, and that's the best way I can put it.
It
It
literally,
says,
it's
it
shocking.
says, and I was like, oh my God. With guest star Dan Floyd, which is Cragen.
Yay!
Um,
Woo!
the squad backs up Stabler in pursuing a murder case outside of their jurisdiction as an unlikely ally proves to a key piece of evidence. Bill finds a way to get Stabler back on the job. That's what
So,
it says.
so we start with uh the first part we hear Cragen saying Sergeant Bell, and he goes to,
Yeah.
like, he literally is meeting Bell at night, and we see that Bell has a cane now.
Oh, I missed that part actually, and I'm gonna
I
watch it again
didn't
because
notice it until Danielle pointed it out, and then I watched
oh,
it again, and I was like,
I'm not
ah,
gonna watch it again.
she
Oh, I
has a
do see it now.
cane.
I see it now.
It just makes me like,
I
this
see
is
it
what
now. I missed it the first time. I think I was
this is
so
how
hooked on the
I
second half that I was like,
this is how I think it's gonna go. When Belle comes back, she's gonna not want, like, they're gonna try to
it's,
coddle her, and she's
it's
not
like
gonna want
stop it.
any coddling. But then she's gonna see her chair is gone, and she's like, "What are you guys
Get
sitting around here for? Get my chair! I can't get it."
it's yeah. Well, that'll be so
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So Creighton goes to see Belle, and they're both really worried about Stabler.
yeah, yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
something's off. We need to discuss this.
Yeah, the two people that know him best.
And if anybody tries mentioning a third, guess what? She's not in the episode.
Yeah, yeah. For, you know, uh,
I'm a little petty this evening.
yeah, I think we're both a
Um,
little sassy today.
yeah, I'm sick, so the pettiness is
Yeah, we
no.
have to. We said after this part, we have to put on a momentary truth.
Oh yeah. So then the next scene like we get is literally Jet
Yeah,
is driving in her car, speeding, being like, "Come on, Stabler, pick up," because he's not picking up.
yeah.
And then we get
Wait,
to the
oh,
crazy shit. Like I thought, like we've seen crazy shit in OC. This
I
is
know
the
it's
craziest
this is
shit.
unhinged. This is a whole
I
nother
literally don't.
level of something I never thought I would see.
Yeah, exactly. Like I never thought I'd
Like
freaking see it.
not in a TV 14 rated show, like a mature adult
This
show.
is why organized crime is the 10 o'clock spot.
Yeah, people can go nine. And you think about this weird.
I don't even. I don't. We
There's
see. Oh my lord. We
I'm trying to
see.
describe it in a way that
I
won't
know.
give it to
Oh
a
my.
girl.
Okay, so we see Elliot in like this underground warehouse
It's hard to describe that too,
thing,
because it seems only like a few like 5 seconds long. They like did not want to spoil it at all. We just know that this is bad.
and we see like these like
It's
deep.
kind of foggy for a second, and then it clears up to show Elliot, and it's like,
He's got these deep marks on his wrists, and his arms
yeah,
are out, and his wrists are attached to a metal
yeah,
pole, and his
yeah.
shirt's open, and oh my lord,
It's
oh my
very
god,
crucifixion-esque.
literally.
And it's
Although
like, wait a second.
I, I'm
And
gonna be, I'm gonna be completely honest.
we're like,
I laugh when
I was like,
like
I
things
was
are
like,
shocking to me. I
yeah, I was
laugh
like,
only when things are shocking to me.
I got
So
what?
I was laughing so
I was
hard
like, what is
because
happening?
I could not
It kind
believe.
of hits you like a bus real fast because it's like, come on, say, pick up the fan.
I was laughing so hard because I could not believe what I was seeing. It didn't help that my mom immediately went, "Oh, so now he's Jesus."
It's like, I got questions. Yeah, you're like, hmm. But it
Yeah.
kind of ties.
So
It makes
apparently
sense, but it doesn't.
Elliot is having his freaking Jesus moment.
Yeah, it kind of ties into the religious aspects of the
And
episode
we
titles
we
and
hear the guy
serial killing.
saying, "I thought you were an obstacle, but now you are a gift."
I was like, what does that mean? What is that?
So yeah, um,
It is not going.
Elliot's getting his own serial killer moment.
Yeah,
Uh,
that.
is this the
What
first
I
time?
thought of.
This
Go ahead, say your
first?
thought.
Is this the first time, like in either show, that he's been like kidnapped?
I mean, I'm thinking about zebras. That wasn't really cute,
Uh,
but that's not really cute.
that's not legit
He
enough.
kind of was
Like,
already there. He
I mean, we
stumbled.
don't actually know if he got
I think
kidnapped.
yeah, that's what I was gonna. Our next point was gonna be like,
He could
did
just be.
he? It could be
He,
either because knowing how much we know about it because we've been watching like
he
long
could just be being held hostage because he went to go confront.
that, and also he's
Yeah.
extremely cautious and careful unless he's angry. He actually does think things through most of the time when he's not angry. He would
I'm
have some
sorry.
sort of plan.
Is that
He's
just coming out of your mouth?
yeah. I mean, he usually thinks when he's not angry. He has some sort of plan. And this was we are a momentary truce.
Momentary truth. Because as you said, we're the only ones who are allowed to bully him.
Yeah, can't do that. Sorry, but
Can also like we don't need
I
him.
was like, I don't want to know what because I feel like that's just the minimum of what's probably gonna happen.
I don't want to free. I know literally. I don't want to know what else could happen. If
Exactly,
he's
that already looked horrible.
strapped to a
Real
pole,
bad
literally the freaking marks on his
are
wrist.
deep, like deep enough that they're
He,
just in energy. We're like, oh my god, it's like oh good. that's what I was saying
Like,
about like,
I
oh,
don't
it's
need this
fairly.
to go any further down the Jesus path. I don't. Mm-mm.
Please don't. You're pretty poor. Yeah. But what was I saying? Bro, yeah, he's fairly cautious most of the time. Like he would be hard to sneak up on
I
in
think
like
this
BX.
is legit gonna, like, we've seen, like, he's internalized a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's the
think
next
this
thing is
might be
this
a
might
break
be his breaking point.
because this is legit terrifying.
It's
He's,
happening to him also. It's not like, he's seen things happen to other people yet. This is
yeah,
to him.
this is legit the first time he's had a situation like this. For lack of a comparison,
Yeah, we've seen this on. I'm trying to go with it. It's
for lack
people
of a
said this on Twitter.
comparison, it's kind
He has
of,
his own surrender bit moment, I guess.
yes,
The way I
thank you.
put
I'm
it.
like trying to figure out if I should say it, but yeah, he's kind of
He
had
has his own
a
surrender
frenzy
bit,
moment.
but like it's different in the aspect that this is a different. This person has just killed people from what we know anyway.
Yeah, we don't
He
know
doesn't
that he
really have
does anything else. We just know he
that
kills
we
them.
know. We don't know that
Ties them up and blindfolds them, and then eventually
he
kills
doesn't kill her.
them.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, like I was saying, Elliot's very hard. It would be hard. He will either they either tricked him or had someone else tell him first, or some other way to make him go to them because it would be way harder to sneak up on.
Like, I have a feeling we might actually see Elliot Stabler scared.
Yeah. Besides that one time with the guy,
What?
the guy with that big dog last season.
Oh yeah,
Besides that,
I forgot
that
Elliot
was
was afraid of him. But
he
this
was like
like legit actually see Elliot afraid. But
it'd be
also
really bad.
that note, give the squad a damn break.
Exactly. Now they gotta go save his ass.
Like literally, Bell just got shot 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then he's
We'll be
back.
pretty bad.
Now
But
they all have to go find Elliot.
yeah, they literally are going from one thing to another thing to another thing.
They're like, "Welcome back, Sergeant. Now
Hey, you
you have
gotta
to go
get
find detective.
yeah. Huh?
Also, you're down a detective."
You're down a detective. Well, because Reyes isn't working, Elliot's the one who's gone. And Yana isn't fully 100% probably
You
not.
really have
So
Jet.
we just got
You're literally out Jet.
oh no, they got Sam too. I almost forgot about Sam. I guess
Oh yeah. Okay. I forgot about him. But
got Sam. We
like
love Sam. I
Jet,
almost forgot about
Jet only do so, and Vargas is
him.
freaking
He's not a
awesome.
detective. He does something about it.
Also, my and on the topic of Belle coming back, is she gonna know that Reyes is gone, or is she just gonna
He's like,
come in and
find
be
out,
like,
hey, where is he?
where is he? Where is he? Where's my detective?"
Yeah, it's pretty good. Because he had a whole nother
Also,
like 10 days to wait.
please
As of like,
don't, please come back. Please. I can't lose anybody else on my
yeah,
shows.
mm, can't do it. I'm pretty certain
Please.
he's coming back, but I gotta figure out his life. Like most people.
Still holding on to hope that, there might be a miracle
Mm-hmm.
and Jamie shows up.
That was
All,
when he's protecting the whole time.
I mean, hey, it could
We
be like, oh, okay, Elliot needs a break because now he's traumatized.
fully like
So
there's no going back from that. I feel like as much as goofiness, not goofiness, of what I was trying to say. I just like even goofiness doesn't make him, but like he's been through a lot of shit, and like
this is,
this might
mm,
break him for real. Like, I mean, sure, he's already kind of messed up in the head because never fully grieved or all the other stuff that makes you unwell, and it just kind of compiled. So then
this might, yeah, like, we
it
know
might
he's on
be,
suspension.
yeah, they
He
might be
might
like, you can't come
actually,
back ever. This you need to
okay, maybe not
retire.
that far, but he
You
might
might have to
actually,
retire, or would have to take an actual leave.
yeah, I might actually need to take a leave of absence to recover. And then, they could have Whelan show up and be like,
Oh,
Whelan
it's
could fill us. Who knows? But yeah. we have a feeling Elliot's gonna need a vacation after this.
Yeah, 'cause this is not look
Oh,
here.
okay. Also, his brothers are supposed to be in this episode.
Yeah, this is his brother and Bernie.
Oh, great. Oh no.
Oh,
Wait, did you
this
say
might be
Bernie?
real sad.
Did you say
Yeah,
Bernie
right
was
here.
in this?
Mm-hmm. Might be
No.
real sad. It might be real sad.
No.
Like, like it might be real sad.
No. Oh God.
Like,
No.
because
No.
I mean, like we did something good for kicks and giggles at one time about like her seeing her son hurt. But like, y'all know what story
When
that
did
is.
we
And
do
that
that?
you know what I'm talking about. Um, I need your help.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was like,
go read
what?
that if y'all haven't read that pick. It's pretty good.
I
It's solid.
forgot. But no,
But
this is
like,
I literally am not gonna take it. And Bernie starts crying.
no.
They need to not tell her, but then she's gonna probably be like, "Tell me," and then
Exactly. They'll be like, it's not good. Because
it's
that
not
hurt
good, Ma.
when
Mm.
your son kind of got
Um, do we know?
questioned.
Do we have a summary for the week after yet?
I can know. Was it eight? Three, eight. Is that eight?
Yeah,
Eight. No, I put the wrong season on. It's four, eight, not three, eight, four, eight. I think so. I think I saw it somewhere.
because I just need to know like they give us anything of what happens after
Oh,
this.
Sins of Our Fathers. It is called. It, where was it? I saw it. Somebody sent it to me the other day. This lovely account. Like you define stuff. No, stop Twitter. You need to control yourself. Stop popping that. It's called The Sins of Our Fathers. But I do. Why are you stop telling me some stuff I don't know? Oh, it says when Bell and the squad come up with a plan to bring the Westbrook case officially into their jurisdiction. A bunch of words I cannot say for some reason. Chief Bonner struggles with unanswered questions about her past and her beloved town. Saber learns the outcome of his IB investigation.
Oh yeah, that great, great. Dude's literally just got done being held hostage, and now he's gonna deal
You're
with that.
like, you're like, yeah, it's gonna be intense. You know, like literally, I'm going out of town this weekend, and I'm going out of town next weekend also. Yeah,
It's
so I'm gonna have to
literally
contemplate. I'm gonna have to contemplate this while I'm in the woods on a camp in the woods. Think about this for 3 days.
yeah.
It'll be something.
We're gonna need to watch that. But also, it's like, would they really, like stop the career of the main character?
If I mean, we've kind of discussed it with our friends, like if they were, because OC is not doing great in the ratings. It's not has it. It never has done great, except its higher ones are like the ones either with Mariska or the Christmas episode did pretty good. The one with Barbara at the end for like 2 seconds, but those ones did better. But like OC is not nowhere near competing with the mothership at SVU. So like if
That people.
yeah, and then like
This is not a ask. This is
yeah,
an
and then
order.
like they were already scheduled for 13 episodes before the strike. So they were gonna have the January premiere anyway. And I think this might be it. This like there was their this 13th episode
No.
is their test
No,
run.
no, no,
I'm not saying that word.
no.
I'm saying it's their test run. It's their test run. See what happens. It gets better.
I can't lose my serotonin, okay?
I
This just
mean,
keeps me going every week.
so we will see when season finales come
I
in
can't.
May.
I can't
Yeah,
start with this, okay?
okay. I know.
Please, God, no.
So we will see where things are going.
I don't want to fall into a sad depression.
Yep. The ratings are not what it should be. Yeah.
Shush. Don't put it out there. Shush.
Well, unless you put it on put it on every TV you ever plays it over and over and over again to make up for
You heard her. Do it.
it, to make up for that. Because that's all I have to say. It's kind of that. But you all come to your own conclusion. You all can come to your own conclusion based on the evidence.
Stop it.
That's all I will have to say.
All right.
What
have
I
we
probably
been,
what
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 have
would
we
you
been
say?
writing? I said,
A little
should we
bit of
talk about
everything.
our writing?
A little bit of everything.
What have we been writing?
We don't have to.
I don't
We
remember.
should probably get ready. It's 9:30.
We've literally been hopping all over the
All over the
place.
place. Will anything be published soon? I don't know. But I gotta start my piece for the Barson writing contest. I gotta start a piece, but I haven't done it yet.
I'm
That'll
gonna
be
be
my this
honest.
weekend's plan.
I totally joined that without knowing what I had to do for it.
I haven't written
And
a fic by myself in a long time, so
I
we'll
haven't
see what
either, which is why I'm like, oh shit.
we have
I
not
have to do
written fics by
that
our.
by myself.
Yeah, we both got to do something by ourselves, and we haven't done it in years. Okay, that's dramatic. It's been a hot minute.
Okay, no. I think the last time I did something by myself was, oh God.
I don't
Last
remember.
time I did something
So
the
I have
last
stuff in
time
the
I did
draft
something
that I haven't finished on my rope yet.
the last time I
Uh,
did something by myself was when Kelly left.
yeah, because I was actually so I I've seen the
Um
problem, but I don't know. I kind of know what I want to do, but it might be just
my
he had like two
issue
weeks
is
per time, like 2 weeks per
I'm
entry. So
going
therefore, I'm gonna write. I'm
I'm
in the
going to be bedridden. I'm going to be bedridden for a week of that.
better. Didn't make it real dramatic. Better.
Okay, fine. Let me
You're making
clarify.
it dramatic. You're making it way worse.
Getting my tonsils out. I'm not going to be doing anything for 10 days.
You made it super
Bedridden.
dramatic.
Bedridden was a bad choice of words.
I was like, he's not going to be better.
I'm not I'm not going to want to get
You're not going to change
I'm not going to want to get out of bed. Not that
correct.
I can't get out of bed. I'm so sorry. That was really horrible of me. I'm sorry. Oh
I don't know.
God.
Do you want me to edit it out? But it's kind of like you're keeping it. It's fine.
I'm sorry to any of our
We're
viewers
keeping it in because it
who
was
actually know somebody who is bedridden. I'm so sorry. That was horrible of me. I'm very sorry. I'm
yeah,
getting my tonsils out and I'm probably going to want to stay in bed.
yeah.
That's what I meant, and I realized I chose the wrong word. I'm very sorry.
So, yep, I will be entertaining you and up to schoolwork and up to spring break at the end of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, hopefully we'll see if we can get something recorded. We don't really know.
And maybe some goofy like
We know we don't have
Jackbox
any
where
shows this
Caliban.
week, and they come back the 14th, so we'll see
Yeah,
how I'm
we may
feeling by
do
then.
Jackbox games because Callie doesn't really have to talk for that. It's just y'all see the game on the screen and it's have typing on their phone. So they say out
I mean,
loud that I'll probably say.
just me doing a whiteboard or like
Yeah,
voice to
Jackbox is
text.
really entertaining. We have like one random often where we did play Jackbox, but like I think we're gonna do another one because it's really funny for us to shut in.
And because we both put in the same question and we
We
got a
did.
great
We'll play the game
answer.
again. It crashed when we played. We have played it just hanging out, and it crashed. We were like, dang it.
Literally, the question we did last time was, will Barson be canon? And
It said
this
yes to
like
the
magic
detriment
wheel said yes,
to
but
the
to the
detriment of
detriment of
friends.
Christ. They're like,
Whatever.
sorry,
Whatever.
bye.
Whatever. We're gonna play the game again to see what the wheel has decided to take.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
We have like
So close this week because we got a State of the Union.
yeah, there's no, and then
And
there'll
then
be one the next. There will be one for the next couple weeks. They may, because next when we come back, it'll be 7, I think. Yeah, it'll be 7 when we come back on the 14th. And then the season is like halfway.
Do we have any? Let me see. I'm gonna look. Do we have
I
any
don't, I
other
don't think
birthday?
so.
Oh, we do.
Between now and next week.
Yeah, Cameron's is Friday.
Mm,
Cameron Lieutenant Dixon.
mm,
There's Friday. Um, Danielle was
mm.
Saturday.
Yeah, we got to rush to say our goodbyes, good nights and goodbyes because we got to listen in a minute. It's up on us something another Zoom until they say
That's
goodbye.
about it.
Yeah, all right. So thank
Everybody
you
else,
all for listening.
there's a lot in April.
Okay, we have less than a minute. We need to say bye.
Okay. Thank you for listening.
Thank you all for listening. We'll see you all next time. And maybe something goofy, maybe actual next episode. We'll see. Thank you all for the support. Make sure
Thank
you
you.
can the link in the description if you'd be happily to donate to us. You can do that. And go subscribe on YouTube. That's all. And bye.
Bye.
And bye. Actually, do subscribe on YouTube because that helps us get monetization at some point. Woo.
Yay. We love you. Thank you for listening.
Guys, thank you for listening. Goodbye. Waiting for it to explode. Like 3 seconds. I don't know.